Here we have the outside of the Autotrail V-Line 635 SE. As we move along, we will first come to the main hookup point. Next we have the external shower point. So all we need to do with this is basically, if I slide this up here, push towards the van on the blue part, and the dust cap will then pop out. All we're then wanting to do is then get the end, which is very, very similar to a hose lock, plug it in like so, and then as long as the water pump is on inside, to then remove exactly the same way as moving the dust cover, just push in and it will then pop back out again. And then replace the dust cover and slide down. Next we have the Thetford cassette toilet. Standard cassette on wheels with an extendable handle. Do make sure that you're fully engaged. Then we have both fridge vents. You are supplied with winter covers, so if you are using the van in very cold climate, just clip on like so, and then either with a flat-headed screwdriver or a key, just turn both of the clips to lock it into place. Obviously these only need to be on if it is minus temperatures. It will just hold some heat in and make the fridge run more efficiently. Do make sure that they are not on in the warm months, or otherwise the fridge will overheat. We then have the flue for the Truma Combi boiler. Do not need to do anything with this, just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then we have the two drains for the water. So the blue one drains down the freshwater tank, and the grey one drains down the wastewater tank. It is just turned like so to empty. As we then come around the back, we have the reverse camera just up the top here, and then if I just open the rear hatch, you'll see the barbecue point just here. You'll see currently that the actual barbecue point adapter is just cable tied on at the moment, so when you want to use it, obviously put the hose of the barbecue on this rib part here and then fasten with a Jubilee clip, and then this part here inserts where my finger is. It will then lock into place and then you'll be able to turn your gas on. To release the barbecue adapter, just push on the collar, push it up, and it will then pop back out again. We then have the drain point for the Truma boiler. So as it sits at the moment, it's in the closed position. To drain the boiler down, all we need to do is flap it up like so, and you will now see it is jettisoning all the water out of the boiler. And then if I close it back up again, all we now need to do is make sure there's water in the fresh water tank, turn the water pump on, and it will then begin to prime the boiler back up again. I do suggest when fully draining down for winterization that once you've drained off your fresh and your waste tank and flipped this lever into the upward position, that you then open up all your taps. That way, if there is a harsh frost, what we hope is that the water as it freezes will be forced out the end of the tap into an icicle instead of expanding in the pipework and splitting it. As we move round, we have the roll-out canopy. And then we have the LPG filler point just here. Just push in. Our UK stuff just goes over the top of this, twist round, pull a lever, and then hold a button down to fill it up. The bezel part is to take the Continental adapters. If we now go underneath the van, you'll see the location of the gas tank just here, and you can see that bit there that says gas it. If we take that front panel off there, what you will find underneath it is a brass knob that looks exactly the same as what you would find on the top of a Caligas bottle. So we can turn the gas on and off at that point there. It is perfectly safe to travel with it turned on. We then have the fresh water fill just here. So just push in, twist, remove, pop a hose pipe in to fill it up. We then have the electric step. This will automatically put itself away when the engine is started. If I just open the sliding door, you will see the button to put it in and out just here. We then have diesel fill point just there. Filler cap unlocks on the ignition key, and then the AdBlue in the bottom. To know how much gas is in your gas tank, you need to come to the driver's side, and then you will see a gauge just here. You can only view it when the engine is running, and what you will get is a red light, and then a series of green lights will illuminate right the way up to when it's full. As you use it, obviously they will go out. Once you drop out of the last green into the red, you usually still have about 5 to 6 litres still left in the tank, so you don't need to panic straight away to fill it back up again.